Hello and
Recording.
welcome to another episode of The Wave, the wonderful Alberni Valley experience. I'm your host, Don Texan, coming to you live right here in my living room in the beautiful valley of Port Alberni. And today I have two special guests who are going to share their wonderful Alberni Valley experience. I'm not going to go through all the details because that's what the interview is all about. Let me introduce to you Ty and Jinja.
Hello.
Yay!
My good friends from Paint Night. So tell me first about Paint Night. How did Paint Night start and all that stuff?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I started in Victoria in 2015, and then it was just becoming such a hit that we moved up the island, did the Cowichan Valley, the Nanaimo, and then I think we actually jumped over Port Alberni. We went to the west coast to Fino and Ucluelet because we knew some folks out there.
Yeah, we went wherever people wanted us to come and paint. That's where we went. And then one day we got a call from Annette at the Barclay. She
Uh-huh.
wanted to host a big paint party there in their conference room. So that was our biggest one ever, and definitely our most raucous crowd and fun
Was in
event.
Port Alberni.
It was in Port
Yeah!
Alberni, yeah.
That
It was.
became one of your wonderful Alberni Valley experiences. So
It
you're
really
both
did.
painters, Ty and Jinja, you're both painters?
Yes.
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
profession, by vocation, or like you went to school for it and stuff like that? How
Well, we
did it all
both have
start?
kind of an interesting backstory to how we got into painting. Do you want to tell
Uh-huh.
them yours first, and then I'll tell them mine? Or I'll go
Okay,
first? Okay.
You go
okay.
first.
Adam was created first, so you can go first.
I'll just take a little piece of rib out
Yeah,
here,
exactly. And then Ginger came out.
marinate that for a few minutes. So I started as a house painter.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I was when I met Ginge, I was doing my own little renovations handyman business, mostly doing painting. And Ginge was the artist, and so then when she got into paint night, I slowly got recruited to come and assist.
Mm-hmm.
And then because of my teaching background as well, once she saw that I knew how to paint, next thing I knew, I had a mic and an apron on me, and I was up in front of 70 people in Port Alberni.
Well, you did smaller ones before that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. But looking at you, I could slap a bigger afro wig on you. You'd be like Bob Ross already. But
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, there you go. Separated
there
at
you go.
birth.
So you said you had a teaching background, but you're a teacher of painting or something else?
I was a teacher at high school for a number of years.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
what subject in particular? Was there any particular subject in high school, like science or English?
It was theater production and
Wow,
yeah,
theater. Yeah, that's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, and a little bit of math. That's how I got the job. They needed someone that could run the theater program and teach one math course.
Okay, now let's go to Jinja. How did you get into paint night and how did you meet Ty?
Ah, well, I've been an artist since I could walk, since I could talk. I've been painting and doing art. My mom ran a preschool when I was a kid, so I had endless creativity. And when I wanted to when I finished high school, my stepmom said, "No, you can't do art school, but you can do business school, and then after you finish business school, you can do all the art you want to do." So I slugged it out through business school and
Okay.
I finally got through. And then after that, I said, heck no, I want to be an artist again. And I was starting to pursue my own art, just like my own art. And then this opportunity came around and I was like, wow, this is a cool way to find artists' work, like other artists, meaningful, fun work. And over the course of 5 years, I think we had about 30 different artists on our team,
Yeah.
and they
Mm.
had so many fabulous experiences being with the people and bringing art to the people.
So the
Pretty
idea
cool.
of paint night started with you, Jinja?
There was two other people. No, so the idea of paint night was actually in Boston.
Okay.
In Boston 2012 was the original paint night.
Mhm.
And I only caught on to it in 2015, and it was really great for the first 3 years. I actually traveled to Boston, I traveled to Denver to meet all the folks, and it was really rocking, awesome team for the first 3 years. And then it went a little sideways, but we don't really need to get into that
Yeah,
because
of course. It's Boston. We don't care about Boston.
my contract's over now. I'm almost
Yeah.
a free girl.
And so you came back to Canada and started your own paint night business. So I guess going to business school sort of like helped you with your paint night stuff as well.
It really did. It really did. Yeah, it really helped a lot figuring out all the systems, right? There's so many systems, like so many supplies and so many people and venues
Well,
and
you
private public
you
events. Like
decide you do
everything
all
was
the
a big
counting.
coordination.
Counting.
Yeah.
Did you have Ty by your side then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been by her side the whole time.
Oh, there you go. So tell me a little bit about that. How did you guys meet or get together?
Well, we met in an apartment building in Victoria. I moved down to Victoria to
Yeah.
room with this friend of mine that I had kind of lost touch with for a few years, and randomly ran into him, and he invited me to live in his place for a
And
couple
yeah,
months.
and that friend I had lived with when I went to university in New Brunswick.
Yeah,
Oh,
so she was also friends with this guy,
Yeah.
and she lived down the hall.
Yeah.
okay. This is
Yeah,
in
so we
Victoria.
this is in
In
Victoria,
Victoria.
so we
Hmm.
became neighbors and we became friends, and then over
Okay, I'm
time,
curious now. Who caught whose eye?
oh,
Well, I could hardly see this guy. He had when I first met this guy, he had the
had a
biggest
big
beard.
beard.
But I remember looking at him and I was like, that guy's got really kind eyes. I like his eyes.
Okay,
No,
so you
Yeah, you see, you
yeah,
caught my eye.
I caught her eye first,
you
and
caught
then
her.
she,
Your eye caught her eye.
Yeah.
there you go, and then she lured me in.
I did.
With her paintbrush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She offered to do a painting of you.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so now you live in where again? That place where you live in
It's a
England?
secret little island.
Yeah.
Okay,
Called
so
Lasqueti Island, and
Yeah.
it's
Lasqueti
not
Island.
far from Port Alberni. It's actually just right over the hill in French Creek, and then you take a little ferry.
Oh, really? Can I
Yeah.
get like go down to the harbor key and get my canoe and just paddle to your place?
Good, you
Really?
could.
It would take a while. It would take a
Oh,
while.
I have a friend who has a boat. Maybe we'll just take his boat.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come and visit us.
Hmm.
Now I remember prior to the lockdown, you and I, Jinja, were communicating on. I was going to be working with Ty, and we were going to organize this paint night. Were we going to Soldas again at the time? I forget, but we were
I was,
negotiating another
yeah,
paint night event before all this lockdown was concerned.
yeah, I think
Ty and
so.
I were supposed to work together. We were going to put together another paint night, which would have been rocking again. But COVID hit the scene. So, what happened to paint night because of COVID?
Just, we just had to cancel everything. It just got canceled, completely canceled, because there was, we can't be in large groups of
Hmm.
people and the restaurants and pubs. Yeah. So it's
But now
just,
you're doing things online. Can you tell me a little bit about your online stuff?
Yeah, we're just getting started with it. We both are starting to do live paintings. So Jinja does one every Wednesday. So tonight
tonight, actually, at
Okay,
7.
okay.
Yeah.
at 7, and she does it every week, like a little speed painting.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
20-minute painting. I'm actually practicing for this cool thing called Art Battle. And
mhm.
it's 20-minute painting, so you just gotta give her for 20 minutes and see what you come up with as fast
Oh,
as
cool.
possible. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I've been practicing for that.
And
yeah, and
then,
I do a live painting every couple weeks.
Every second Saturday.
Yeah, every second Saturday at 8 p.m.
Okay, so where do we go to see these things online? On Facebook, on Zoom, or where do we go?
Yeah, right now we're just using Facebook pages. I have one for Ty the Paint Guy,
Oh,
and
that's so
Ginge has
cool.
one for yeah for Ginger Lion Art.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are very catchy names. Ty the Paint Guy and yeah, I saw your email. It's Ginger Lion Art instead of
Yeah,
Lion Art.
yeah,
Yeah,
Ginger Liner, yeah.
Okay,
And
so
we're
can you tell me a little bit about the painting of the hole in the wall that I see in your background over there? Was that
yeah,
supposed to be our subject in the event that got canceled?
that's right. Yeah, so I was going to teach that painting at Steampunk Cafe.
oh right, it's
Mm-hmm,
steampunk.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
steampunk.
as a little
Yeah.
fundraiser for the women in business. And it was supposed to happen on Friday, March 13th. Friday the 13th, though,
Uh,
was the day that the whole world shut
yeah,
their
the whole
doors.
shut down.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
so,
was
A
Friday the
week
13th.
after my
Yeah.
birthday, because my birthday was March the 6th.
right.
A week
Right.
after my birthday was Friday the 13th, and everything shut down. Oh my goodness, I don't know. It was a horrific day, but now they're slowly opening it up. So, what does that mean for paint night now? Are you able to do little groups now?
Yeah, you know what? It's unfortunately not the setup and everything that's involved
Yeah.
with it is we only it really needs a group of 20 minimum,
Oh,
30,
that's right, to
so
make it work.
to make it work. And yeah, so that's the unfortunate thing. And yeah, a lot of the restaurants I think are just gonna, they won't be at full capacity even. So it's a bit of a tough one right now. So we're just gonna take a year off and
Okay.
and work on our online things. We're also gonna do YouTube as well.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Yeah, we're learning how to do like an online store so we can
yeah,
provide people with art
Oh
supplies.
yeah, that's so great. That's so great.
Yeah,
yeah,
There is a
because we have
guy
lots of art
here.
supplies, if you can imagine.
Yeah, there's a guy here, Shopify, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Shopify guy here in Port Alberni who can help set all online stuff like your shopping cart, your website, your payment processing, and invoicing through email and all that stuff. He's really good at it. I'll put you in touch with him. He can set you up your Shopify website, like your e-commerce website. That's his specialty. He moved to Port Alberni 2 years ago, and he fell in love with Port Alberni.
Aw.
Like he was so happy to be in Port Alberni. He bought a house, right? Just living here for 8 months. He
wow.
totally,
Wow.
yeah, he gave up his first time home buyers discount because to get the discount you have to live in the place for a year. But he was so in a hurry to buy a place. He said, "Oh, never mind the discount. I'm buying the house." So he bought a house.
Aw, nice.
Wow.
Yeah. And
That's
Yeah, well,
awesome.
I interviewed him a few weeks ago, and he does set up businesses for online e-commerce stuff. And he's
Oh,
great. He's
great.
great. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I should get put you in touch with him. Anyway, I was meaning to ask you. I'm losing my train of thought. So now that you're doing online stuff, so as of now, people go to you to find you. I can find Ty the Paint Guy and Ginger Lion Art on
Yes,
Facebook.
yeah,
yes,
So far,
yes.
that's it. Nothing on Instagram.
no,
Not
nothing yet.
really, no.
Okay.
Nothing
And
yet.
Yeah.
okay, the next thing I wanted to ask you, I mean, in line with the wonderful Alberni Valley experiences, what are your top, let's say, top three wonderful Alberni Valley experiences
Ooh, I
that
can
could
think of
come
a
to mind?
few.
Okay, let's start with Ty.
Okay, well, one of the favorite stops we always had when we came into Port Alberni was the Coombs Country Candy right on the hill as you come in.
Of course.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
and I gotta say, the best pizza I've had is that pizza that Jen introduced me to at Soldas.
yes,
Oh, really?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think they hand make their crusts.
Oh, yes, they do. They do.
And then
Oh,
another one of my favorite stops is the Nacegards.
Oh, yes, yeah. One of my favorite places to shop is Nace Guards. I bought a lot of plants and pots there, and some of my outfits came from Nace Guards.
There you go.
nice,
I
nice.
love Helgi.
Yeah,
And steampunk, oh my gosh, every
Oh, yeah.
time I would always go get that breakfast sandwich there. That was amazing.
Okay. So you
We've
weren't
been
able to come
spoiled.
over. Were you here for at Steampunk when? Because the original owner of Steampunk was Kevin Hart. Then he sold it to my friend Carol Ann. So now
Okay.
Carol Ann owns the Steampunk,
No
and
way.
yeah, I know, and she was doing such a great job, and everybody loves to go to Steampunk. And then silly COVID hit.
Oh,
I know.
right.
So, but Carol Ann is so resilient. She like went in there, put out a takeout window, and so now she does takeout.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
ever you can't stop by Port Alberni, Steampunk's open to serve you.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
about you, Jinja? What are your favorite memories of your wonderful Alberni Valley experience?
Oh, well, my biggest event ever over the 5 years was in Port Alberni, and I think it was 119 people.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
at a school gym. I think it was a fundraiser for the school. And I had to have, I think I had the most staff I've ever had on. So I had myself teaching on one side and another artist demoing on the other side. And then I had 3 assistants running around helping everybody. And yeah, that was really fun. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
And
really enjoy. Sorry.
nothing can take the place of those first few events at the Barclay when we
yeah.
had, I think there were 3 events in a row with 70 people in each one. And that's
Wow.
where we met Jen Cote, a really good
Yeah,
friend of ours who often puts us up,
yeah.
and just had such
Yeah.
a good party vibe with everyone. People
Oh,
came in ready to have a good time,
yeah.
and it was a blast.
Well, I don't know if it counts, but as far as you guys are, I never seen Ty though in person. Was there ever a time that you and Ty were on the paint night thing?
Yeah, we
Okay.
did. Yeah, for those big ones, for those 75 people ones at the
Okay.
Barclay, we would actually kind of
Oh,
team
so the
teach
paint
it.
nights I've attended is not is small fry to Ty.
Yeah, small fry, yeah. Well,
Hey,
unfortunately, with the last night that we did at the Barclay, Annette was right there, and a whole like plate of paint fell over onto the carpet right in front of her.
Oh my.
yeah.
And that was the end of it. We spent so long trying to clean the darn thing up, but there was still a big stain, and then the manager was like, "No, sorry, we can't do this anymore." Blah,
Aw. But
blah.
that was your third paint night at the Barclay, was it right?
No, that was like I don't know, I think 20th or
Oh,
something.
there you go. You
Yeah,
had a good run.
we had a good
We
run.
had a great
Yeah,
run
we had
at
a
the
great run.
Barclay, and they were always so good to us. They
Yeah,
gave us a hotel room, and
yeah.
yeah, it was awesome.
So I'm glad that your memories of your wonderful Alberni Valley experience have been wonderful ones or nice ones,
Yeah,
right?
I
yeah.
love Port Alberni. I think it's got so many good things going for it. It's got that cute little old part of town. That's another good spot I went to recently. The new brewery up there,
Oh
Dog
yeah, the Dog
Mountain.
Mountain Brewery. They're
Really,
slowly opening up again, and there's also Twin City Brewery, which is very nice.
yeah.
Did you get a chance to go to the Brie and Barrel? It was just newly opened a year ago.
Oh, I
It's
Ooh.
owned
haven't.
by the mayor, and they have like flights of wine and flights of this. And one of their favorite flights that I want, that I like, they have flights of cheesecake. Like
Whoa.
3 different cheesecakes served to you. Oh my
Oh my
God.
goodness, that's
Damn
amazing.
COVID.
Damn COVID.
Damn COVID.
But I think they're slowly opening up again.
Yeah,
And, one of these days, maybe, the three of us can go and grab a flight of cheesecake.
That sounds perfect.
yeah, sounds
As
great.
far
And
as
then,
I know, I've been in 2 or 3 of your paint events.
yeah,
And
yeah.
there was one paint event I couldn't attend, but I just wanted to drop by and give you the Bob Ross Chia Pet thing.
Oh, that's where it came from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ah, we've still got it.
we still got.
How's he doing? Is his hair okay?
You know what? Unfortunately, I didn't read the directions or I didn't follow them properly, and the first time I did it, he had some moldy hair.
Oh,
So try again. I'll grow it just for you, Don.
When they brought that in Canadian Tire, they brought in so many chia pets. There was a
Yeah.
Yoda chia pet. There was even a Donald Trump chia pet.
Ooh,
But when I saw the Bob Ross chia pet and I knew that Ginger was in town, I said, I'm getting one and I'm bringing it to Ginger.
that's awesome.
Oh, that was really sweet. I love that memory.
Yeah, we took Bob here to pretty much every single event we did on the island, so that people that were camera shy could just go like this.
Yeah.
Was that part of the attraction, Ginger, that Ty looked like like Bob in a way?
He actually, when his hair was longer, he was Bob for Halloween.
Yeah, that's
Oh
right.
wow,
That was Bob
really?
Ross on Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, what a fun conversation we have. I can go on forever. But we're only limited to half an hour. So, well, thank you guys for being I think you're my third couple guest here in the wonderful Alberni Valley experience. And I do hope that when you do get a chance, come visit us again and, just to get together. I was
That
going
sounds
to
great.
get my paintings so far I have two paintings from paint night. Those trees on the inlet and the bears on Birch Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bears.
Any plans to visit anytime? Now that COVID is slowly dissipating?
Nothing's set in stone yet, no. But we would love to come and visit
Yeah.
Port Alberni again. And
Well, let me know because I'm gonna have Mom prepare her special spring rolls for you.
oh, okay, great. We'll talk to our friend Jen as well and
Yeah.
see maybe we
Oh
can
yeah,
find a good
perfect. Yeah,
time.
you should come for a visit sometime.
Okay.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay, that's all
Okay.
the time we have for the day. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time on the wave.